Good morning and happy Monday. This is the Guiding Light Small Business Podcast. And each week we try to bring out tips and things that you can do in your business to help you achieve your goals. This week, first of all, we can be found on Stitcher, YouTube, iTunes, Facebook. If you're into the whole video thing, of course, YouTube and Facebook are your way to go. If you're more of an audio person, Stitcher, iTunes, and some other places you can find us. So definitely look. Last week, we talked about what content marketing is. Let me get my notes. What content marketing is and how to create a plan based on what your goals are inside your company. This week, we're going to be looking at a real world example. We're basically going to take one of our clients and the strategy that we have put into place to help them achieve their goals. Okay. So our client is an attorney, and their focus has been on bankruptcy and also car accident cases. Okay. And this isn't something that everybody does. So it's a very small portion of the people that are out there that would consider bankruptcy or have been inside of a car accident. So for this example, I'm going to focus on for the bankruptcy side. Okay. So what we did was we looked at whenever you're filing bankruptcy, what are the little micro moments that you take coming up to the decision to actually file bankruptcy? Is it that you're about to lose your house? Is it that you've had a life-altering event that has made it to where it's a little bit harder for you to pay your bills? Things like that. So in looking at what we did for this client, we needed to create content that would support what people are searching for when they've hit one of these particular situations. So if they're about to lose their home, if they've had a life-altering event, either from an accident or illness or something that is preventing them from being able to pay their bills. So what we did was we created blog posts, and video is primarily what we focused on with their campaign. Okay. We created some white papers, checklists. We also created just some informational type of content that's out there, like what type of bankruptcy can you file within the state that this attorney is located at? What are the things that you're going to need in order to file bankruptcy? So getting that information together would be key if you were considering doing so. What would be the end result of filing bankruptcy? So what's the bounce back time? Is it 7 years? Is it 10 years? It changes per state. So there were some things out there, some questions that that this client's customers have that we could answer with content. Now, the other thing that we did was Google My Business just recently launched a way to where you can post short 30-second, they can't be very promotional, so not like a splash ad, hey, buy me now type things, but you can put a 30-second video up on your Google My Business listing. Now, local search is a big thing for her, and this is one of the pieces of content that we could put together to support that. So we are in the process of creating these videos, but we're going to be coming up with other things that almost, I don't want to say duplicate, but that complement the written content that we're creating for her. So what are the signs that you're ready to file bankruptcy? That would be one. What would be the end result of filing bankruptcy? What are the types of bankruptcy that are out there? What are the things you're going to need? And again, it's almost mirroring exactly what we're doing with content, but you have to realize is that people take in content in different ways. Just like our podcasts, some are videos, they're both video and audio. And we do that just to provide our following with the content the way that they want it. Okay. And plus that video gives us some different things that we can use both on search in the Google My Business, but we can also use that good stuff inside social media. So now once we're getting our content together, which we've gotten a lot of the written content together, we're still working on the videos. But once we get all of our content done, what we're going to do is we're going to add all of it to the website. Some of it's already there. And mostly as blog posts primarily, but we've also created some downloadable content and like white papers, checklists, things like that, things that are printable that people can actually use, read in on their own time. Now, some people like to actually physically print it with a printer. Some people like to just save it to whatever device they're using so they can read it later. Either way, this content is very branded for her, so it does have her contact information on it. So as people are out there researching what options are out there, they have her content right in there with it. So they have her name, phone number, website address, the whole 9 yards. So whenever they're ready, they've looked to her to collect information. So they're going to probably look to her to actually go ahead and do the bankruptcy. Okay. So the other thing that we do is with this content that's on the website, we're going to also share that on social media. That's going to help increase her visibility. It's going to also be able to build loyalty and trust within her customers. Because if she's giving away information, one thing that I didn't mention is on the printables, the biggest question we get is, should it be gated? Gated content basically means that whenever you go there, you have to give up something in order to get it. So either an email address, you have to follow, you have to do something in order to be able to get that. And that's not really something that she wants to focus on. So what we're doing is we're basically just giving the information out for free, and then in hopes that they will come back to us. A lot of times with gated content, people have these email addresses that they use for stuff like that, and they never check it. They just use it to receive content. So in our experience, gated content hasn't really been that effective. Now, if everybody was true and they used their email address that they normally use, that would be a different story. But a lot of times people use these fake old email addresses that they don't ever check. So our goal, of course, on social media is to build visibility, build credibility, and build trust within the people that could potentially use her for bankruptcy, for car accidents, for family law, the other areas of practice that she has. So all of our social media campaigns do point to her website. We do want website traffic off of this, okay? What we're going to do from that website traffic is we're creating lookalike campaigns. These lookalike campaigns, all that they are is they take the traffic that she's getting from her website, okay? So let's say I go to her website, you go to her website, okay? So now we send this information back to Facebook, okay? And then what happens is Facebook uses its knowledge graph to go in and create an audience that is like you and me, okay? So it looks at, as of right now, our buying habits, which that will change in social media very soon, and we will do one on that. But it creates a lookalike campaign to where it's like, okay, if this person was interested in this bit of content, let's go find more people like that that would also be interested in whatever services or content that this attorney provides, okay? So once we create a lookalike campaign, what we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to retarget the people that have been to our website, okay? So whenever we retarget those people, those are those creepy ads that whenever you go to a website, you see a product, and then everywhere you go, you see that same product for about a week or two, okay? That is retargeting. So we're going to go back and we're going to retarget those people until they convert, or until the buying cycle has run its course and we know they're not going to convert. Okay. So that's one thing that we're going to do. So, you know, I did want to keep this at around 10 minutes. We are trying to conserve your time. So what I'd like to definitely invite you guys to do is do follow us. We are going to have some additional content that's not just audio. We're going to have some how-to tutorials on our YouTube channel. We will also share these on Facebook. So do like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And also, if you guys have any questions, or if you guys have implemented any of the strategies that we've talked about on our podcast, I want you to reach out to me. Let me know how it's going. If you've had a challenge or you've had a question, reach out to me. Let me know, because I don't mind helping. I really don't. This is kind of my passion, and what I love to do is to help small business owners. So, excuse me. Thank you very much for coming today. I do appreciate your loyalty and listening and everything like that. And don't forget to subscribe. We'll talk to you next week. Have a great one. Bye.